大家好，今天我们在南京的神奇宝贝八卦洲，我们准备骑自行车去逛一逛，跟我们来吗？ We only just got on the road and already I'm seeing some vegetables I've never seen before, like whatever this is. We're gonna go see the Yangtze River first and then explore the countryside of Bagua Island. 我们马上就到长江。 We passed through a bunch of wetlands and forests and now we're at a park at the very tip of the island. Check out this cool fruit nut thing that I found on the ground. Here it is, the Yangtze River, the third longest river in the world and the longest river in Asia. This water traveled literally thousands of kilometers from the Qinghai Plateau just to touch my foot. Oh my goodness, my favorite thing ever, the vegetable market. We just arrived and the first purchase of the day is already starting. Ah, my favorite spice, steel wool. 这是什么？10块1斤。什么东西？这是海带，海带原来长这个样子呀？这海带呀，这个好吃呀，这个补钙呀。 And there's always one of these, the table of miscellaneous stuff. And then I discovered this work of art over here. Had to ask what this is. The lady running this table of miscellaneous items told me it's a face massager. If you think your face is too wide, you can run this thing over it every day. 时间久了我脸会变瘦。是这么宣传也不知道。Check out this beefy fruit over here. I used to hate shopping for clothes until I came to China. I love hunting for misspelled English clothes. Legends, airy, teen coat, quality. Literally everywhere I go, as soon as people hear I'm from the US, they want to start talking politics. I hate spicy food, but I'm going to try this anyway. 我们不懂你懂的，得懂不懂。不错，这就是有点辣。 We went to this dumpling and wonton shop for lunch, and the owner was super friendly. 在这里吃午饭，然后我们认识了一个非常热情的阿姨。你会说英语？对对，她会说英语。一点点。要不要给大家秀一秀你的英语？懂不下呀。随便说就好了呀。懂不下呀。不错不错不错。 These corn bundles remind me of fall. I'm from the suburbs, so there's no actual need to hang corn to dry, but it's just like a fall decoration. I always knew that peanuts grew underground, but I've never actually seen them dug up before. These river houses remind me of little log cabins. Look how cute they are. Wow, whoever lives here really likes plants. We're gonna stop and look at this garden. Hello. 你这个院子弄得好美啊。
等花开的时候会更美。 你春天的来啊！
这个是什么？这是
河湾，
这是河里挖出来的吗？
对，可以进来看。
真的？
啊，进来。
我们看。This lady's garden reminded me of my home back in the United States. My mother loves to have all kinds of plants and flowers on the deck.
我现在就等着菊花开，那我这个全是菊花。
She showed us all around her garden and introduced a bunch of different plants to us. And then after we talked for a little while, she invited us inside to have some fruit. I've spent a lot of time in the countryside in Jiangsu province, but I'm always rolling by everything. I don't actually get the chance to go in anybody's house. Just like the garden outside, her house was full of all kinds of little knickknacks and interesting things. People who live in the city pretty much all live in apartments, so this house felt gigantic. She showed us around her kitchen too. There's this super long bean in a bowl, and then that kind of clam-looking thing we saw in the bucket earlier. 非常感谢你，我们很荣幸。
我遇到了2个美女，好开心的。
She was so friendly. We talked with her for a really long time. She told us all about her travels in Russia and Myanmar and a bunch of other countries. We got each other's contact information, and she said when the chrysanthemums bloom later in the fall, she'll invite us back to taste some Bagua Island cooking. Stopping to check out this really cool glass living room. And here's the community soccer field. Just kidding, actually this area flooded during the summer rains and the water has nowhere to drain, so it's just sitting here getting overgrown with duckweed. Fall is my favorite season in the countryside. Corn is everywhere. Here's some chickens having an afternoon snack. This person has a super fancy professional koi pond just in their yard for kicks. They came by to feed the koi while we were standing there. Lunchtime. Check out this cactus. It's just like oozing. 现在给大家看一看八卦洲的豪华厕所。Alright, in we go. The design of this bathroom is kind of like an ancestral temple. So they've got these like traditional culture elements, and then there's the high-tech section. There's even arrows pointing like which way to go, as though you're gonna struggle with that. Fancy marble sinks, and a display panel with 3 different languages. Bagua Island is full of surprises. I've seen some big gourds in the countryside, but look at this mammoth. Stopping under this bridge to appreciate some modern art. I love urbex, as you can probably tell from other videos where I've gone into abandoned villages and houses, and very tragically, this abandoned boat was fenced off. Otherwise, I totally would have gotten in there. We have arrived at the Bagua Island pier. We're going to take a boat back across to the other side. Nanjing is a big fan of public transport, so you have to pay fees to drive across the bridges over the Yangtze, but this boat is free. And there were a lot more people on it than I was expecting. We almost didn't cram our way on. Some people got left behind and have to wait for the next one. Goodbye, Bagua Island. It's been fun. We've reached the main shores of Nanjing and now it's time to go home. Thanks for joining, everyone. See you next time.